Like in the Barbie movie, Will Ferrell chasing them back to Barbie Land doesn't matter at all, right? Same thing for Donkey Kong and the Kong people. He goes on this whole thing. We got to get the Kongs. And then what happens? They all get captured immediately and are rendered completely useless. And it's just like, there's ways to do this where you can have all those scenes, but you don't feel like you get to the end of it. You're just like, well, that was pointless. We just wasted all that time. And it's literally Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones, the entire season 7. All of season 7 is completely pointless because they're like, oh, we got to go convince Cersei to go up to north of the wall to bring the guy back. And then it doesn't fucking matter anyway. We're going to go to Winterfell and do the same shit we're going to do anyway. Like, that's just like something that really stands out where I'm like, yeah, it was a cool scene, but you could have actually made it mean something.
And I thought it did because it felt like it gave more weight to the wedding scene where they had more people for the sacrifice, I'm sacrificing all these cages in your honor. It's like, if it was just like Luigi and that he was the only one, but it was now all the Kongs that were in there too. It's like because it was just going to save Peach from Bowser. Well, they wanted to show in this whole movie that Peach could save herself no matter what. Because like one of the best lines in this whole movie is when Peach and Mario are walking out of the princess's castle and towards the drain pipe for them to leave, and all these toads are surrounding them as they're walking, and she's like about to give the speech like, we're off to go get the Kongs and save the Mushroom Kingdom, and one of the toads immediately cuts her off and is like, who's that guy? And she's like, he doesn't matter at all. And they all just cheer and they go off because and I know this is going to be one of your biggest complaints about it, is that the fact that they keep rising Peach on this pedestal. My fucking daughter loves Peach in this movie because it's not always this guy coming to save her kind of attitude. And I know that there's the groans from all the guys about this one, but the fact that it's not Mario coming to save fucking Peach every time and she's actually holding her own. And I know they push it a little bit, but it's done well in my opinion. And that's one of the points.
No. It's done terribly, Jason.
And this is coming from a man this is not angled towards. My 3-year-old daughter now wants to dress like her, and she's fighting and karate kicking and stuff like that because it made it a positive woman figure for her rather than the Luigi, which is the damsel in distress. Dude, we had all the figures in this movie, but they're just now different people. If it was Mario and Luigi both being the power badasses and Luigi and Princess being the one in the cage being saved again, that would have been just another one of the video games. But this changing it up a little bit, I thought was one of the best parts of this.
No, it's the laziest part of the movie, and that's saying a lot given how lazy this movie is. No, you don't need, and my groans and complaints and frustration about this is not about Peach needs to be the damsel in distress, she needs to be captured, and the men need to. This is not that at all. I can perfectly lay out why Peach is a terrible character, just in terms of interesting characters, and how you could have made her a badass, empowered woman that young girls could look up to while making her far better than she was in this movie. And you would do that because she talks about, I arrived through the warp tunnel and all these people immediately embraced me and I became their princess. And then everything, when she's doing the little obstacle course with Mario, and then Mario fails at it a lot, and then she's like,
no one gets it right away.
How many tries did it take you?
Oh, so many. I was not good at it. Worse than you.
You got it right away, didn't you?
I got it right away, but I grew up here.
And she saves herself every time. That is piss poor bullshit. That's not an interesting character. You're just perfect always, all the time. You never went through any struggles. Here's why it sucks. And it sucks. It's a shitty message to young girls or women, because it's not like here's how you can improve yourself to become some badass. No. You are badass. You're amazing. You're a girl. That's not good. What is good would be, you know what sucked? Like if Peach said, you know what sucks? When I got here, nobody liked me. I had to show that I belong. And this could be analogous to women in the corporate world and how hard it is to break into a very male-dominated area and being like, no, I had to bust my ass. I got on my hands and knees and worked like scrubbing the floors. And I showed the toads that I like really will work hard to make this a better place, not just for me, but for them. And through that, I earned their loyalty. And that is how you build a character, that she actually had to put in work and effort to become cool. Instead, she's just God mode all the time. And that's bullshit. And it's every fucking female character in a goddamn movie now. Instead of getting cool, interesting ones like Ripley or Sarah Connor, we're getting Princess fucking Peach.
No, dude, she ultimately had to work hard for this, and we didn't need to see. And she definitely says it throughout there how she wasn't just given this sort of things that she.
What did she do?
She had to do the obstacle course probably just as many times as he did.
She said it was easy
when she was a kid, dude. We probably didn't see this montage of her.
No, Jason. What they showed us
says is they made me her princess. She didn't. They was like, I earned this stuff, and how she talks to them, how they talk to her. It's not this like ruling class and degrading the toads. You can tell that she's earned their trust, and not some fucking figure that they all of a sudden put up on some pedestal.
They didn't show any difficulty of her life. Her life was never shown to be difficult at any point in this movie.
We probably did. Baby Peach probably had some.
You're fan fictioning the backstory of this to make it better. It sucks.
And you're doing the opposite. You're making up stuff that never.
I'm making up stuff that would have made it way better. You cannot tell me that what I just said would not have made the movie better if it showed that she had to struggle to get good.
I felt like she did show the struggle. The fact that she rides this motorcycle through the city so badassly she didn't learn that in one day. She had to have trained.
Really easy.
Dude,
you know what? Jason,
this struggle. We get to see the struggle of Mario. We don't need to see the struggle of Peach at the same time.
We don't need to see the struggle of the perfect character in this movie.
The best scenes in this movie is when Mario and Luigi are just fumbling through shit and they get better at it. Like the scene in the beginning when them with the dog, the devil hound, and then stuck in the bathroom, things like that, and then bumbling them way through this fight scene. It's like, I don't need to see Peach also bumbling her way through life. Why don't we have a badass character already is showing that she's been through all this, and these two are the guys that are having to show with at the very end when they get the superstar, they feel like they earned that. It's I didn't need to see Peach earn it too.
I can't wait to play Mario Kart when your daughter's like 4 and can play Mario Kart. I can't wait to crush her and just be like, "What? You're not good right away, like Peach."
Oh, dude, she's already training right now. She's in my lap playing Mario Kart, and we're Peach every single time.
I think it's right around 8 years old when kids can kick my ass in video games. So I've got at least another few years to beat her before she'll get over on me.